What's your name, sir?
Marshall McGill.
Marshall McGill. We'll talk to both. Here, take over.
Hey, you know what? Today was the beginning of something new. We've been waiting for this for a long time. And, you know, the most important thing I saw today was that our president is putting back America first. We've been compromising. We've been putting everybody else second. We didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. We were politically correct. And today our president says America has nothing wrong with any other country putting themselves first. But we're going to put ourselves first. And we're going to focus on building our inner cities. We're going to focus on building our rural areas out west. We're going to be focusing on education. And most of all, what I got today was that our president says we're going to put God first.
That's right.
And the Bible says in Proverbs 14 and 30 that righteousness exalts the nation and sin brings it down.
That's it. He brought the power back in.
There you go. We can't do anything without God. And when we put God first, nothing will be impossible for us. So the most important thing it is today, out of all the different agendas and so forth, was putting God first. And if we seek God first, everything else will be added to it. So I'm encouraged today that we're starting over. I'm encouraged today that we're putting God first, and I believe this nation is going to see a quick turnaround. I'm not talking about years and years, but we're going to see the first year seems like he's been in office 10 years because God's hand is going to be on it. You watch what God does.
Stay there. I want to continue. Listen, it's not mumbo jumbo. They were very sincere about the speech, but I could feel it when I was going in there. I said, I feel like Providence, and he's going to invoke God and bring God back in and ask us to accept God in, and that will just like fill the vacuum and push all this evil out. I mean, you take God out, evil pours in. You can feel it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's about who you pursue. And wherever you pursue and wherever your aims are, that's where your energy and the power is going to come from. And we put God first, like we're doing today. It's just the beginning. It's not overnight it's going to happen, but when we begin to pursue God, you know, somebody said one time, if you can't run, walk. If you can't walk, then crawl. And if you can't crawl, just look that way. And you know, and when you turn your eyes that way, and God, He looks at us.
Pretty soon you can crawl.
There you go. Then you start walking. Then you start running, and then you begin to see changes. And I really believe that today America has woken up. And you know what? Regardless of what your political party is or what you believe personally, morally, or whatever, but the fact is that we have to embrace democracy. America spoke, America won, and America has its country back.
Absolutely. And I want to warn the elite, even if they kill Trump, the spirit is us, as we kept saying. It's already been opened up. It's already rising. And they're not going to stop it. All over the world, countries are trying to get out from under the globalists. The globalists are very, very evil. And they're trying to set up their world government that the Bible tells us about. These are evil people.
Yeah, we're living in the last days. We're living in perilous times. And the Bible says that the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violence taken by force. We can no longer be passive. We can no longer just sit back and watch our country go to hell. We can't do that. We've got to stand up for what is right, and we've got to take our positions as men and women of God, not just for us, but we're going to be judged by what happens to the generations behind us. So it's imperative that we take a stand for what is right, and we're going to have differences. We're going to have disagreements. We're not going to always go together on everything, but the most important thing that we can do is agree to disagree, and then in peace seek the higher position of that particular principle or whatever we're debating on. But I honestly believe with all my heart that today America has taken the step. And you know what? It's not just America, but there are countries all around the world has been waiting on us to do this. For the Bible says in Romans 8, he says that the creation, they moan and groan, waiting on the manifestation of the sons of God. But it does not appear what they should be. There are people out there waiting for America to take its stand again, and they will support us. But this divisiveness, this black, this white, this all this stuff that's going, it's just political. It's just the enemy, because we don't wrestle against flesh and blood. But I believe that today we're on the right track, buddy. We're on the right track.
Have you ever felt the spirit stronger than today?
No. You know, and I watched the rabbi speak. I watched Paula White speak. I watched the African American, and I saw that, and I heard what President Trump said in his speech. I'm telling you right now, we put God first. It's never ever that I can remember.
Did you see how the Democrats were squirming up there?
Look, you're gonna squirm when truth is coming forth. You're gonna squirm. Let me say something to you. This has probably been one of the few times I've heard the name Jesus Christ mentioned in inauguration as much as it was mentioned today, and not mentioned out of fear or intimidation, but with confidence and boldness. It was mentioned because people realize that the only way this America that we serve, that we love, is going to be back on top again like it's supposed to be and be great again, is that we put God first.
I guess the moral of the story is Jesus Christ came for the notorious and the saint, grace for the less glorious and the famed. Understand where the glory is. Sin His name. Sin His name in His name. Sin His name in His name. Understand that the glory is in His name.